Mr. Speaker, I rise today to recognize 6 individuals for Asian Pacific Heritage Month for their contributions to the 2nd Congressional District of Nebraska. All of these individuals mentioned their humble beginnings and their love for America. Each of these honorees have made significant contributions to the district through selfless contributions and hard work to benefit others. By sharing their culture and helping others, they have benefited all of America. Nebraska State Senator Rita Sanders, a Filipino-American born in Hawaii who resides in Bellevue, has been married to her husband for 25 years. Her grandparents immigrated from the Philippines to Hawaii, where her grandfather worked in the sugarcane industry and her grandmother in the coffee industry. They worked their way up and eventually owned a coffee farm. Rita's father was born and raised in Hawaii, later joining the United States Army. And while on deployment in Germany, he met Rita's mother, where they later married and moved to Hawaii. Senator Sanders is honored to be a member of the U.S. Stratcom Consultation Committee, the Offutt Advisory Council, and the UNMC Board of Counselors. She served as mayor for the city of Bellevue from 2010 to 2018. While currently serving as the state senator for Nebraska's 45th district, Rita and her husband are commercial real estate developers in their spare time. As mayor of Bellevue, Senator Sanders worked to return the famed bells of Balaginga to the Philippines. While Filipinos have been one of the United States' strongest allies since World War II, the return of the bells had been a friction point in relations with the Philippines. The return of the bells started with a meeting she had with the President Duterte of the Philippines, included a formal ceremony with the Secretary of Defense, James Mattis, in Cheyenne, Wyoming, announcing the authorization to return the bells, and ended with a ceremony she attended in Balaginga in East Samar, Philippines. After 117 years since being taken by the United States, those bells were finally returned home where they rightfully belong, thanks to the hard work and leadership of Senator Sanders. Dr. Joanne Lee is a native of Hong Kong and became University of Nebraska Omaha's chancellor in July of 2021. She is the first woman of color to serve as the UNO chancellor and the first Asian American in the history of the University of Nebraska system to hold an executive leadership role. Dr. Lee has a passion for serving learners of all ages among social, cultural, and economic backgrounds. Born and raised in Hong Kong, Dr. Lee's parents escaped communist China as young teenagers. Education was not something her parents could afford for themselves. At a young age, Joanne yearned for a desire to see the world. She enjoyed literature written in different languages and dreamed of being something bigger than herself. Being a rebel at heart, she took a chance to join one of her best friends from Hong Kong and came to the United States to start her higher education journey. Receiving full-ride scholarships throughout her higher education journey, Dr. Lee graduated with a summa cum laude with a major in finance and a minor in economics from Florida State University. Her PhD is also from Florida State University in finance with a support area in econometrics. As a chartered financial analyst, Dr. Lee's areas of research interests include corporate governance, executive compensation, banking and investments, and international finance. She's held faculty positions at institutions including Loyola University, Towson University, Wright State University, and Florida International University, and now UNO. In addition to her accomplishments as an administrator in higher education, Dr. Lee is also a highly engaged leader and scholar who lends her experience to a wide array of causes and organizations, including Women in Business, the CNBC's Financial Wellness Center, the Higher Learning Commission's Board of Trustees, the Board of Directors for the Coalition of Urban and Metropolitan Universities, the Board of Directors for Opera Omaha, and the Board of Directors for the Omaha Symphony. She serves as a member of the European Foundation for Management Development, Global Network Area America's Advisory Board, a founding member of the International Advisory Council of the Lisbon School of Economics, and management in Portugal and the National Sun Yat-sen University in Taiwan. Most recently, Dr. Lee joined the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City's Board of Directors for the Omaha branch. The death of his father due to a cardiac event is what drove Indian-American Dr. Deepak Gandhar to become a thoracic and cardiovascular surgeon with special emphasis on cardiac surgery. His mother, who had no formal schooling, was his confidant and trusted friend, ensuring that Dr. Gangahar never felt lacking in any way. Dr. Gangahar completed his medical school in India and immigrated to America in 1971 for postgraduate education in general surgery. He then pursued a fellowship in thoracic and cardiovascular surgery at the University of Utah, Salt Lake City. Having grown up in a small town and an agricultural state, Dr. Gangahar and his wife found shared social values, work ethics, and ideal opportunities in Nebraska. Dr. Gangahar and his colleagues co-founded the Nebraska Heart Institute and the Nebraska Heart Hospital in Lincoln, which became the premium group in the Midwest in the field of adult thoracic and cardiovascular diseases, from catheter-based interventions to heart and lung transplantation and mechanical hearts. Now retired, Dr. Gangahar works with Teammates, a school-based mentoring program founded by Coach Tom and Nancy Osborne. In addition, he enjoys working with new startup companies, primarily in the medical field, to make healthcare safer, and more efficient. Dr. Gangahar credits who he is today to the value he got from his parents, mentoring from his teachers and elders, and the opportunity of freedom to choose from his country of choice, the United States of America. Chinese-American Hong Zheng came to the United States in 1992 at the age of 19. He opened up his first Chinese restaurant in Missouri, 1998, and subsequently moved to Omaha in 2000 to start new restaurants and a grocery business. He currently owns 7 Asian restaurants and 5 Asian chain supermarkets across the Midwest region. He's been an active member of the Nebraska Chinese Association since 2008 and was elected as a chairman of the board for NCA for 4 years. He's been an honorable chairman since then and currently serves on the board of directors for Bellevue University. Hogg says he appreciates the opportunity to live the American dream, especially as he knows how difficult it can be for new immigrants to adapt and thrive in a foreign country. That's why he serves his community to give back and assist other immigrants in help them succeed. In 2019, Hong helped raise money for the local flood victims, and in 2020, he coordinated the donation of over 25,000 masks and PPE to local health clinics and hospitals. He sponsored the One Community Culture Festival in 2019 and in 2022 to celebrate culture and diversity. Finally, he has sponsored scholarship programs at Bellevue University for local and international students in need since 2019. Born and raised in Vietnam during the war, Hoang Truong understood the importance of responsibility to her family and helping with household tasks while also attending schools 5 kilometers away. She's an avid reader and sports enthusiast who gained a deeper understanding of American people, customs, and history. She was so impressed by the intelligence and emotional depths of Americans, which led her to pursue her American dream, arriving in the United States in 2001. In 1 year, Hoang earned $42,000 from her job and was able to buy a house and car for her family. She then became the owner of a nail salon and met her husband, Nick. Together, they operate King Kong Restaurant and have 3 daughters and a son. Hoang is very passionate about helping others, and volunteering is a personal mission for her. She is currently helping 6 families who are facing difficult circumstances, including a 107-year-old woman who needed assistance with money and medicine. Hoang says she feels blessed by God with good health and a kind heart, and is grateful to America for giving her the opportunity to live her dream. Born in North Korea in 1938, Sung Jo and his family fled to South Korea in 1946 to join his father, who had fled a year earlier after facing arrests from communist police. His father's crime? Giving a speech celebrating the liberation from 35 years of Japanese rule, something we call freedom of speech. At 21 years old, Sung Jo was drafted by the Korean Army and served for 18 months. He wanted to earn a bachelor's degree in English literature in 1963. He started working for the Holt Adoption Program in Seoul and went to the United States in 1967 and was responsible for bringing orphan Korean children to their adoptive parents. His family joined him in July 1969, and he became a U.S. citizen in 1974. Sung Jo started working in Nebraska machine production in 1972 and served as chair of the Korean Association of Nebraska from 1995 to 1996, and as a member of the board of directors in 1997. In 2002, he volunteered as an interpreter at the 2002 FIFA World Cup Korea, Japan, and South Korea, and from 2003 to 2014, he serves as the chair of the Oman Korean American Senior Group. In 2005, he became a lifelong member of the National Korean War Veterans Association and received a citation in 2007 from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for services to the Korean American community. He currently serves on the board of directors for the Korean War Veterans Association. Sung-jo wanted to continue to serve as liaison between the Korean War Veterans Association and the Korean American community, so he donated face masks for the Korean War veterans who could not leave their homes during the COVID pandemic. I salute and thank each of our 6 honorees for their service, their dedication to not only Asia Pacific communities, but to the 2nd District of Nebraska, but also to America. Thank you.